conversation today or last?
Yeah, we did just have this conversation.
Okay.
Alright. Everybody be quiet for like half a second. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
You broke your own rule. Oh, wait, you were sinking. Got it.
We had this conversation last time.
I thought Scott was going to do the sync because the syncs are so masterful.
His syncs were pretty masterful.
I was not in the right place at the right time. I gave the torch to another man.
You didn't have the hat yet.
No one cared who I was before I put on the hat.
Oh, yes!
It doesn't matter to
I'm a
me.
Trump supporter.
A lot of people don't. Like, Deckard Cain and Bane, I like to think they're in the same universe.
What?
And that Bane eventually gets, like, sucked through a time warp into the Diablo universe and becomes Deckard Cain. He, like, reforms himself, and it's just like...
What, he just becomes emaciated?
I used to be a prick who caused riots, but now I'm old and wizened. A rock from Cube.
I always thought that was James
But
Bond.
then, like, the last Diablo game, Deckard Cain just, like, pulls his robes off, and he's just jacked to the nines. He's like, let's do this, bitch!
Yes! That makes it all worth it, yeah.
He just, like, suplex Diablo.
Yeah!
No, he suplexes a train and then
Diablo.
Diablo at the same time.
Like, Diablo's
Is it
riding a Diablo train, and he suplexes the train with Diablo on it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, suck it, noob!
I wasn't bad in the Final Fantasy movie.
Suck it, noob! Then he sounds a little bit like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Oh,
Sean Connery.
because if my voice can't get you laid, there's something seriously wrong with you.
You're the man now, dog.
Trebek!
You were rough. Just
I knew you'd be in the depths of hell, you fairy.
That was really good. That was actually really, like, I feel bad about my impression now. Like, I should stop trying.
That was awesome.
That was the kind of impression that made me feel like I should probably just give up.
It's like when I try to do Christopher Walken. It's just not... It's not quite the same.
You got the pentameter down a little bit.
I got the pentameter, but...
But not the IO.
I got the pentameter, but I just don't have the New York accent. That's just a little, you know, it's fucked up.
But wait, what if it was all just a dream?
David Spade. No, not him. Captain Spade. Kirk.
Yes. But
You
wait,
just Jeff Goldblumed your way through that. Like, you're like, Captain Kirk, David Spade, David Kirk, Kirk Davidson, David and Goliath Productions, and you just like go fucking nuts, and eventually you get to like some kind of like
upload a virus.
Okay, so
I apologize, by the way, for like I don't know. I took a shower yesterday, but I haven't.
Are you
had
kidding? These guys are filthy. Like they're barely human at this point, and you're worried about not washing yourself in a day.
I guess, but
I take a
really,
shower.
the thing is laundry. I haven't been able to do laundry lately.
Oh shit! You need to do laundry?
I'm gonna do laundry tomorrow when I get paid finally.
You can come over to our house and do laundry.
This was $2, so
I got like little soap packets, and just boom, do some laundries. However, our dryer does take about 3 hours to get.
will those soap packets get me high?
No, maybe. Actually, they look really delicious. Like I looked at the soap packets yesterday, and I'm like. These look like candy.
Yeah.
Like this looks like, and they're squishy, and they smell really good, and they smell kind of sweet, and you're
Wait,
like,
have we started yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just
We're
like,
on the
we've been
blog-
started for a long time.
and I,
What do you think the clap was?
I'm
There was-
on the blogosphere.
Is that... So,
anyway.
should we introduce this motherfucker?
Oh yeah, so the fourth voice you're hearing today is Brian. We won't say his last name, because I feel like we say things that if we dox ourselves...
It's like,
Luckily, Brian moves around a lot, so you can't really find him.
Nope.
he's. Are you stealthy? Are you a stealthy person?
I have no physical home address, so...
It's smart. The government can't find you that way.
Well, I guess, I mean... Unless you're looking for my license plate, then...
Quick, his license plate is... No, I'm just kidding. Well, they know that we're from...
Well, actually...
Stop giving the
That's
hints,
how
Colin.
you stop
They
giving
know
away.
we're white.
not airing the
Based
first
on-
Oh,
episode.
you ruined us. How do you know that? We could be Tahitians.
There's always that awkward silence where I'm just like...
Dude, we sound
By the
white.
way, I'm a space
Oh,
traveler.
wait, what does white sound like?
It sounds like us, man.
Does it
It
sound
sounds like somebody who knows way too much about other people's cultures and then tries to dissect them and then explain them to other people.
Does it sound like mayo and sadness?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It sounds like I'm not a minority, gosh.
So they brought me in for ethnic persuasion. Persuasion.
Wait, so
sorry.
you're not white?
See, I thought he was just really tan because he's
Yeah, he's
outside.
outside,
Yeah.
No, I'm actually Hispanic.
Oh.
Or Native American, depending on which subscription you subscribe to. Because if you ask me, most of the Mexicans in Mexico are Native Americans as in North America.
Mm.
They were there first. And then, like, the Spanish came, and they're like, no, you're from Mexico. And now everybody in the United States is like, you're not Native American, you're Mexican.
It
It's
is
like,
a
well,
chance of
I
it.
really was on this continent first. Continent. Blah.
But the Spanish don't give two fucks.
No, well, it's not just the Spanish. It's also our legislation that says that Hispanics are not Native Americans. Even though if you're Hispanic, you might be from like North or South America natively, but not be a Native American.
That is some bizarre.
Twisty, turny, bendy, lefty, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey.
Dude, I'm just full of curveballs today. If that fucked up your world, get ready for...
Well, no. I mean, no, it didn't screw up anything, but it's like, I guess legislation-wise, like, yeah, that is. Well, because I mean,
Then we would put like all
because
of our.
there's quite a few like very tribal isolated areas of Mexico.
Yes, very.
That like you'd be like they're probably like 80-90% like non-white. So
Just the same
how
people
are they not
that...
counted as Native American?
Right. They're considered
guess-
Native Mexicans at that point. Which, I mean...
They didn't care about borders back then, so the borders didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that America is like, if you want to call it America, then you're talking about just like Amerigo Vespucci or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
I mean, so he discovered, quote unquote, this land to the west.
Just don't tell Donald Trump this, because then he's like, wait, if we can reverse this and make it so Mexicans are Native Americans, we can put them all on reservations. Problem solved. And then suddenly the Native American reservations go in population, and then just the Native Americans there are like, oh god.
No. That's even better for the Native Americans. It's better for us as well. Because it's not build a wall, it's build a casino.
Oh my god, and then the Mexicans, they would do all, they'd build stuff, right? Because they're general labor, almost all the time. So they would come in and they would just build their own fucking city, and then we would have some weird fucking Native American
I
mecca.
love the look your friend is giving you right now.
Well, I mean, you think about it. You would just be.
He hears this shit 8 hours a day.
You would just be. You would just be on a highway in Arizona.
What are you talking about?
You'd just be in a highway, okay.
Explain yourself, I guess.
Well, because you'd be on a highway in Arizona, and then you look to the right, and then there'd be this shining Las Vegas that was built in 6 months by the most productive people on the face of the planet.
And then
Because we forced them all into one
and then
space.
Everything construction, kitchen related, anything
exactly.
blue collar related in this country would come to
Just be this
fucking
shining
halt.
tower in the middle of Arizona.
Be like, shit.
And when white people would be like, "Oh, that's terrible! It's all they're gambling. It's awful in there. Let me just
And
sneak in.
fade.
Let me just sneak in there. Everyone, nobody's looking."
Bang yourself.
I'm going on vacation. I'm gonna gamble it all away. Damn those Mexicans.
Can you imagine combining Tijuana and Las Vegas?
Oh,
That's too much.
God.
Oh my god,
That's-
you gotta get. Oh
you just
my
walk in, you're-
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make it happen.
It's immediately your dick's wet and you got hepatitis.
Yeah. And also, you lost all your money gambling.
Utah was good.
So
Can you-
beautiful.
It just like magic shows and donkey shows.
Why not
Just
both?
all of it.
Be like, swoosh, and there she is, just taking it all in. You're like, and then now we'll cut them in half.
Donkey dick becomes one of those handkerchiefs.
See,
That'd be
Do you think it's good for the donkey, or?
This is exactly why.
I
I've been
if
planning
donkey
for this
didn't
for so
it,
long.
kick you.
Because these guys just too much. It's too good. It's too good not to be recorded. It feels like a crime not to destroy them as people and make money at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm a resource.
I'm exploited! Wait!
Send me to the reservation so I can be funny there. What do you think I'd be like on opioids? Whoa!
Can you imagine, like white people reservations on other continents? Like,
they're usually called embassies.
that's fucking great. That's amazing.
See, I just thought of the most logical path, and it ended up just being like too true that it became funny and horrible at the same time.
Yeah, because they always have the movie where like the beautiful white people have to escape all of the brown people trying to get into the embassy. We're like, it's like they want their freedom and they're gonna take our heads in the process.
Yeah, but why the embassy? It's just there.
We're beautiful white, blue-eyed people, and we've got to save America.
I just think there should be drugs in this. I'm sorry.
That's why I liked Black Hawk Down. That's why I liked Black Hawk Down. Because Black Hawk Down like showed you like a little bit of like the desperation.
That was the funniest shit of all time. That was the dumbest military operation on the face of the planet. The most, like, it's like when they combine anarchy with military precision. That was Mogadishu at that time. And you got a bunch of green, military dudes that no matter how much training they had, almost everyone in that city was a professional combatant. Almost the entire city. Anybody who was not dead was good with a gun at that point. And they just walked into it and just hammered into the fucking ground.
You're talking about Mogadishu's and Black Hawk Down, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It
was the movie Black Hawk Down. It was
a fucking panicked clusterfuck.
Oh my god, that's such a good movie.
You're
right.
What's sad about it is the movie doesn't really give you an idea how good these guys are, because I mean, they were.
Then again, yes.
Basically, you could take a lot of those kids, and put them in a suit. Give them. You could make a professional army out of them because they were just. They are survivors at that point because all the people who, were easily killed off. The 90% that don't survive.
Are you talking about like the Mogadishu, like the opposition force?
Well, I mean the city itself.
So
the city itself. What was left of the city was just people who had survived years and years of civil war. And they were just, and they'll have all these guys, on their little military trucks and their planes. They're like, yeah, we're really going to impose our will on these people. And they're just like, nope, we're going to fuck you up.
I don't know which forces you're talking about. Because Mogadishu,
there was a lot of different, there's different factions fighting. There's a lot of people that just, when the shooting started, it didn't really matter. It was just Mogadishu versus those soldiers. It wasn't necessarily sides, as far as I was aware.
Well, that's the thing, is that in Mogadishu, if you weren't with the resistance, or whatever it was called, or if you weren't with the city, or I don't know, what the fuck, was there any official name for whoever the soldiers were even, like,
no, it was
defending
almost
against?
Pure anarchy.
Yeah, okay, so then essentially, if you weren't against the United States Army, then you were possibly with them, and you might have just even gotten, like, macheted out in the street. So,
I don't know. As far as I was aware, Mogadishu, by that point, was just pure anarchy. Pure, like the Civil War broken down to the point where it was just, everybody had a gun, and everybody was good with guns, and, and there was no real sides anymore. There's the religious element. There's the religious guy, which they're going after. They're going after the warlord who kind of controlled the city. But, the problem is even the people who weren't loyal to the warlord didn't care. They were just like, this is our city. We're really good with guns.
I like to shoot people.
Yeah, that's almost what it came down to.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's, oh, you don't like to shoot people. Well, you better shoot people. You know, it's.
Oh, it's in Somalia. I totally forgot
Yeah.
that was located.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Somalia's a fucked up place, man.
It's fucked, yeah.
Yeah, it's like double fucked. Like, remember that whole Somalian pirate thing?
Yeah. They were actually like helping the country in some way, weren't they?
Well, that's the thing, is that the income that they brought was like economically significant, which is kind of sad.
Well, I mean, like, there used to be fishing. There used to be fishing vessels and fishing, but the problem is what happened was their waters got poisoned by their neighbors.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's no fish to fish anymore. So they're like, hey, we got boats. And there's Westerners just going... I say, there are brown people coming after us. What shall we do? Surrender. We surrender. It's like...
The police will save us. The police state.
Yeah, that shit's changed, though. They actually, like,
Yeah,
some of those vessels hire, like, paramilitary groups.
Yeah, they do now.
Because they
It's
were
no
like...
fun.
Paramilitary, let's go.
So
let's
now they'll
go
come
ahead
up
and
in
just
boats.
have a discussion about paramilitary.
Now they'll come in on boats, and then you'll see some, like, fucking ex-Marine, like, with PTSD, just level an M4 with, like, a sight and just start laying dudes down. And they're like, yeah, fuck off. And it's like, oh.
Aw.
You're ruining the party for the Somalians.
And the Marines, like, I still hate life, but
Fuck you, I'm addicted to killing.
I feel like I did a good thing at the end of the day.
Whatever, I got paid and got to shoot at people. What else do you want to fucking
that's
do?
gotta be
Right?
That's gotta be a good living for somebody who's like, I still want to carry a gun. I still want to have like real life consequences and responsibilities.
Right.
And then every once in a while, I just get to pop off on people coming after us.
Dude,
You
like,
know?
like about,
They're addicted to combat.
yeah, years ago even, like, man, I made this, like, decision. I will never be in the military because I have some disabilities that just disqualify me.
Too handsome.
Well, it's not even just the disabilities that I got. It's also that I don't agree with our military, what it does. But even then,
Or imperialistic.
if you were like, okay, so Brian, why don't you join a paramilitary? It's like, I'm sorry, I'd be kind of like a little bit of a liability because I've got neurological disorders, so fuck it. But anyways, if I could, I would get a fucking tank. And I would charge on any motherfucker that wants to just blow up a village. If you're just like, we're gonna kill these villagers. It's like, no, fuck you. I got a tank. What are you gonna do?
Got a tank.
I got a tank.
You're outnumbered. Bullshit, we got a tank. You're not
I
outnumbered
got
if
a
you have a tank.
tank, motherfucker.
Problem is, then they find out they could get IEDs that flip the tank over, and then you drown in.
Well, you just don't drive into it. Did you hear about this guy? There was this guy who had like 2,000 something kills or something like that. He was out in he was in some random part of Africa. I forgot what the fuck it was. He was some airborne guy, or I don't know. He had a tank. No, he had a helicopter. That's what it was. He had a helicopter. He had an Apache. Yeah, you've probably heard about this.
He fucking went on his own?
Yeah, he was just like, fuck it, I've got an Apache. I'm gonna just fuck up everything that just doesn't agree with my morals. Like, my ethical standards. If it, you know, like, if I see you just trying to, like, light up a village of, like, women and children, I'm gonna fuck you up. And so he would just, like, show up with his Apache, and he'd just have, like all his machine guns just firing. And they'd be like, oh, fuck! He'd be like, yeah, that's right. Don't fuck with the village.
How could he afford that?
He had to have a lot of money to do it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
And, like,
Because
people,
that ammo costs so much money.
This is the fun part.
He got funded just like randomly, yeah. I mean,
Eventually, didn't the government, like, disown him? So he had to go completely rogue?
it was
just
like not
stockpiled
even like
ammo.
3 months in or something like that. He got
started
disowned.
stockpiling ammo, hiding it out, and just
Yeah.
doing guerrilla strikes all by his onesie.
That's
I like
the thing.
this man.
Yeah,
I like him because he's got fucking balls.
dude, he did it all by himself.
He's
He got shot down twice. He was something crazy like that. He
And
got
he
shot
got
down
better.
twice, and he's still alive today, I think, isn't he?
As far as I know, it's been a while since I read that.
Motherfucker just like flew a helicopter like, I'm a motherfucking superhero because I got a helicopter. He's like modern day Batman. He's just like, fuck you.
Except for he kills the shit out of people.
He kills the
All he has to
motherfucker
deal
out
with
of
the Joker
anybody.
One time. Just deal with the Joker one time. and he's
Joker's
gone.
like, yes, and there's like, And then it's like his corpse is all fucked up. And he's like,
Now he's
You do that sound so very well.
The problem is you just turn into a pink mist.
gotta make sure.
If you get
Well, pink mist is a little bit of white and
you
green.
get hit by those depleted uranium mounds, you're just a pink cloud in like 2.5 seconds.
The only reason why
Hamburger meat.
gotta make sure. He's a Joker. You never know.
I don't know. Have you ever watched anyone just any of that combat footage or just not doing night vision? It was like, yeah, we got terrorists.
You just see the tracers.
Yeah, and then they just explode into little pieces, and then it's just over with. And they're just like, yeah. So, how do you like them bulls? Do you think they're any good? You know, they're just like business casual about all the efforts they're involved in, and then they got guys on the ground go, "Rah! Save us! Save us! We're all gonna die, you sons of bitches!"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Yep, we got some insurgents to the left. We'll just It's like,
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
Just tracer. And you just see like the bullets like ricocheting and shit. And you're just like, uh-oh.
It's brilliant. It's like watching the fireworks, except it's all in black and white.
It's like, why do you guys like fireworks in America? Because it reminds us of war.
Yes.
And that's what we like.
We like to see...
We like to go to your country, and we like to fuck up your military with our military.
I wish.
And they give us presents till we go away.
Have you seen a picture of Mosul? You know, they reconquered Mosul for like the third time. The city is gone. There is no city. It's just like concrete.
Yeah.
It's just
decimated.
Yeah, it's totally decimated, and they're like, "Aha! We have achieved victory." There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Like it's
It almost is like as if you just
They could have it all. That empire of dirt.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that off my chest before you said something intelligent.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Quoting
one,
Johnny Cash.
One, you're expecting too much of me. Two, I forgot everything I was going to say, so if it was intelligent, it's just been vaporized.
Johnny Cash.
Or Trey
Somebody's-
Reznor.
Oh, really?
That is Nails cover. Fucking weird, right?
Well,
That's-
I'm not surprised. I mean, like Johnny Cash, like he covered U2 himself.
And
They all covered each other. They were just like, I play country and I play rock. And they were just like, yeah, let's just play each other's songs. This is awesome.
It's like, we recognize good music, let's cover it.
Yeah.
He did Rusty Cage, which I thought was weird. Personal Jesus, which made more sense. Who the fuck did Rusty Cage?
Oh
Break
god,
my
that's
rusty
got to be like
chains.
Alice in Chains or something, isn't it?
No, it was something way more high energy than that band.
You
It
sure?
all sounded like
Skrillex.
Tydex or something.
Because I've heard Rusty Chains.
The Skrillex remix.
Oh,
It
Rusty
sounded like Alice in
Cage.
Chains.
Is my phone charging, by the way?
See, if it was done by
Fucking-
Skrillex,
Oh,
it would be
thank you.
somebody saying Rusty Cage in a movie, spliced with somebody else saying Rusty Cage from a movie, and then just dropping every time they say it. Rusty Cage and run.
They all have chipmunk voices for a while.
I'm already headbanging. I mean, that just sounded awesome.
I'm already fucking into that shit. Actually, Skrillex has his own, like... Wait, I think I talked
Yeah,
about
don't
this.
tell our listeners that. We need to keep them here.
He has, like, these, like, weird podcasts where he drives a car with somebody else.
Who?
And, of course, he drives these, like, $3 million Ferraris, and, like... It's called Going to Get Coffee with Skrillex, and he just... And he looks like a normal guy now.
Skrillex?
Yeah, he looks like a normal,
Really?
kind of a
He
normal
doesn't
dude.
look like
A
just,
fucking weirdo anymore. No, he has like a normal, like kind of haircut. He still has like tats and he wears all black, and he still rocks the like grunge goth look. But like, and you
he's
hear
a
him
scene
talk,
kid.
and he doesn't sound like he's on drugs anymore too much.
He's fuck.
Some good qualifiers.
Because he made a lot of money for Skrillex. A lot of game companies were like, "Hey, could you be the background for these fucking games?"
How did you not make money being a Skrillex?
If you were Skrillex 2 and just a rip off of
Unless you
Skrillex.
spent it all like Mike Tyson.
Take
or
that,
something.
Butch Clancy.
So the first time I heard his name, I thought he actually was Candy.
I remember when he
What?
won that first
Candy?
year when he won all those awards, and he just went up there like, "What is going on? I'm not one of you people." I'm like, oh, it's too late, man. It's too late. You become one of those people.
Now you have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's too late. It's too late. Too
Shit,
successful.
he could have
Now
made money
you're
just off of
wealthy.
YouTube.
You could have been a starving artist that no one loves until they're dead, and then all of a sudden they love.
It's like winning the lottery.
I don't know, man.
You know, winning
I'm
the
okay with
lottery
that.
is one of the worst things that could happen in your life. It's documented. It's people.
Yeah, you never hear somebody who's just like, I won the lottery and I created a multi-billion-dollar business that helps billions.
Nope.
No, you hear that like, I won the lottery and now I'm $40 billion in debt.
And everybody that I know and love hates me.
And I have
Because
two
I won the
ex-wives.
lottery.
and- Yeah.
You know, there was that guy who won the lottery twice. And I think he learned his mistakes the first time. Because he was actually talking about having financial plans, lawyering up. Talked about the fucking patterns.
That's the first thing you do before you even announce any winnings.
Dude,
you're
you
like,
disappear.
Never announced
This is my plan.
Change your name.
If I won the
Yeah.
lottery, I would take it as somebody's trying to kill me. So what I would do immediately is disappear. If I suddenly disappear off the map, if you guys ever don't hear from me again, it's either I won the lottery and I'll contact you at a later date, or I'm dead and I'll contact you at a
if
later
you
date.
give a fuck, Colin, where's my money? Where's my money?
Dude,
Huh?
am I still here? Then I'm still broke. Okay,
But if you won the lottery, huh?
I would disappear and you
What,
wouldn't
you
know.
don't care about me? What, you don't care about me? You gave money to everybody else.
How do you know?
Because they're all rich now.
Suddenly everyone he knows has $1 billion.
Why does this
Hey.
guy have a statue of you carved in gold?
It's like, why does this Frank have a mink coat now? That seems kind of odd. And I'm seeing a lot of gold grills. Colin has become rich and secretly enriched all of my friends.
Well, I haven't. There's a phase 2 of this plan.
The
I
face
disappear, I get an accountant, and I get a lawyer. I get people who are going to manage my shit because I don't know any of that crap.
and
Secondly,
they're gonna make off all your money.
and I would shoot them dead.
So-
The third
I'd be
person
like,
guy is a hitman.
I'm just like walking their house homeless, and I just have like a 38 special with 1 bullet, and I'm like,
No,
you fucked me.
It doesn't need to be this bad, because if you go on Google and you Google search Reddit won the lottery, then you will find one of the first results is what to do if you win the lottery. And it's from a lawyer who's dealt with many people who've won the lottery.
Well, that's convenient.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just in case you ever win the lottery, that'll be the perfect Reddit post for you.
I can't
Well,
wait to
yeah,
know
exactly.
about
I mean,
lotteries.
it's just a reference. It's just a reference. Just like Wikipedia. There's no scientific basis. It's not backed up by any college, but you could go there and you'd be like, wow, that actually makes a lot of fucking sense. I'm probably going to follow these guidelines. And
yeah, that's why I disappear. So the reason why
Yes.
I disappear is I have to do research first.
You-
Secondly, I also have to make sure that nobody else knows I won the lottery because suddenly I have 400 cousins.
Yeah, yeah, but the
this is
problem
the
is
thing.
not every state allows you to be non-anonymous.
yes, that exactly.
Now I got a lot of
Pretty
money,
sure
so
this has gotta be one of them, though.
I'm not
There's
sure.
so many fucking survivors.
Weird. Like, I don't know. You don't have to tell an employer why you got fired, but still, you have to tell them why you got arrested because they could just look it up on Google.
I mean, we have the second most permits of any other state in the country. I'm sure we have extra privacy rights. It's got to attract that type of person for a
Hey, say
reason.
that again.
That's what I'm
We have
saying.
the
Is,
second highest permit population in the American.
Is the
Yes.
other one Alaska?
Yes.
Yes!
shit, dude, we have hermits that live with us.
you're talking about hermit? Hermit as in, like, what is it? What qualifies you as a hermit?
Basically living in a cave, trying to be
Yes.
hating everyone. Probably not talking
You
much
just-
to
Dude,
the
that would
census
qualify
guys.
you.
government! Damn
That-
government!
that-
If I could live in the woods, I wouldn't be here right now, man.
I know.
I think that's just about, like, all of us here. I don't know.
No, I live in the
I mean,
fucking city because I
Give
want to
me,
be
like, a
around some-
satellite uplink and I'll just be good. Fuck
see,
it.
satellite uplink, that's so...
No, I live in a nice log cabin.
You gotta...
It's as
Satellite
social as
uplink.
you need it to be.
You gotta
Us.
fucking be scraping moss off the cave for your crock pot to eat. It's gonna be good.
You're like, ah, lichen.
You just be like,
That lynching's finger licking good.
that lynching is. Wait, what?
Lynching.
Just-
A lichen?
Yeah. No.
Living
Not
off
like
the
it's like a
catfish.
werewolf.
That-
Jesus.
Wait, what is it? It's lynching?
It's lynching. Leeching.
I might have.
Lichens.
How's it pronounced?
They're called lichens.
No.
Lichens?
Are we talking about the fucking moss or
He's talking about the moss.
Oh, I
Is-
was-
Yeah, I know. They're
I was
called
talking